So it's that time again. It's time to chat Super 6. And Super 6 is back with the return of the Premier League fixtures. Cannot wait to be getting stuck in. And if you don't know what Super 6 is, where the hell have you guys been? It is an absolutely free-to-play game. Download the app, join our league. The code is Club23. You want to get in there sharpish because you want to have the most amount of opportunities to win this game. We'll also have a league running just for our club OGs as well. So there's more reason to get stuck into that league. But it's free to play. You have to predict 6 score lines. If you get 6 score lines correct or the most points, you could be in with a chance of winning a £1 million jackpot up for the first weekend. It was $250,000 last year. Can win $1 million.
So just for the first week?
Yeah, just for the first week. But you could win £1 million.
It's huge. I'm going to win it, lads. I'll give a third to you, Royce, and a third to you, Adam.
That's how generous I am. Incredibly kind.
Nice.
Have you done your predictions yet?
Yeah, I've done my predictions. Should we start off with Newcastle, Aston Villa? I've gone for 1-0 Villa win. I think momentum from last season, the signings of Torres and Tielemans will just get them over the line. I think Newcastle might start a little bit slow this season.
Have you done yours, Adam?
I think we'll see a 2-2 draw. I think we'll see both teams feeling each other out. I think it'll be a better result for Villa, but it won't be the start that Newcastle wanted. So I'm going for a little Desmond.
Yeah, a 2-2 draw Newcastle Villa. I think that St James's Park is going to be very difficult. Yeah, I think this is going to be a draw as well. I'm actually going to go for a 1-1 draw. Newcastle 1, Aston Villa 1. I'm doing it as we speak. I'm live.
Love that.
I'm live Super 6.
Maybe you people at home, while we're speaking, you guys can do your predictions as well, just like Rory.
Yeah, make sure that you join our league, by the way. We need you. We desperately need you to join our league. It's completely free, and you could win £1 million in the first week of the game.
And there are opportunities to win other prizes throughout the season as well, which they will definitely want to be in with a chance of winning. So Newcastle versus Villa, we're going for a little draw. Desmond for me, 1-1 for you, and you are going for
1-0 Villa.
Villa win. Yep. Be buzzing with that. Chelsea against Liverpool is also on this weekend. We're live for that one as well. It's our first game of the season. Can't wait to be back at it on the live watch-alongs. Rory, we'll let you go first as this is your team's first home game of the season.
Do you know it's so difficult this? Because I don't really know who Liverpool are and I'm struggling to know exactly who Chelsea are. So on some level, I think Chelsea are capable of winning the game 2-1, 2-0. And on another level, I think that we're capable of losing the game 4-0. So I honestly don't know, but I'm going to let maybe my heart rule my head. And I'm going to go Chelsea 2, Liverpool 1.
Jackson scores 2.
Oh my God.
Why not? Why
You've
not?
got a same result again.
For you when
He's on the road to 30 goals.
When he starts scoring, I'm coming for you. Remember this moment?
28 after this.
Just remember
fair
this.
enough.
You get rugby tackled the second that he scores 20. I'm going over. I'm going through and over.
Jackson scores 2 against Van Dijk and Alisson. Interesting.
I've got 2-1. I've got 2-1 Chelsea as well. I've got 2-1 Chelsea as well. Yeah, I just think Poch will be eager to impress the home crowd. I think he'll be getting into them a little bit more. I think the changes as well that have been made at Liverpool could have a bigger impact on them. You know, the Henderson Milner kind of losses, Fabinho as well. I think it'll take a while for their midfield to settle.
I've gone 1-1. I think there'll be a bit of a tight game there, and I think Chelsea will score first. I think Liverpool will get back in it and Salah will score against his former club.
So yeah, make sure you guys are predicting all your scores for this weekend. Remember, you could win £1 million. There's obviously 4 other fixtures you have to predict as well. We're not going to predict them right now for you because then you'll basically know what we're doing and you might be able to get one up on us. And we do not want that. Join the club league as well. Club 23. You want to finish top of that every week as well if you're not winning the £1 million or the $250,000 a little bit later down the line. Anyway, we've got 6 questions that will be answered this season. The Super 6 have given us 6 questions that will be answered this season. First up, City are in for 6 trophies now. Yeah. The Community Shield's out of the way. Maybe it's a dish, you know, who knows what that is. But 6 trophies they're up for. The question is, how many will they win? Will they Super 6 it or will they win 0?
I'd love them to Super 6 it, of course. I think, let me do the numbers. I think we'll win the Premier League. I think we'll win the Champions League. I think we'll win the League Cup. I think we'll win the Club World Cup. I think we'll win the Super Cup. So that's 5.
So not the FA Cup.
I think it's too much to ask for back-to-back trebles. But it wouldn't surprise me with Guardiola.
3.
What does that include?
They win, they retain, annoyingly, at Wembley Stadium, they retain the European Cup. They win the Super Cup and they win the Club World Cup.
But not the Premier League.
They do not win the Premier League. They do not win the FA Cup, and they do not win the League Cup.
I think they win the Club World Cup and the Premier League. That's it. 2.
I think they're more likely to win the European Cup than the Premier League.
I think they'll really want to win the Club World Cup because it's
they'll definitely
one
win that.
The team hasn't won
They'll
yet.
definitely win that.
And I think they'll just. I don't think it's really going to be a title race this season. We've already spoke about that in our predictions, but I think they'll win 2 trophies this season, which is still a massively successful season for anyone. Second, is Derby's 11-point total under threat? We were talking about Sheffield United. We're talking about Luton. I think Luton might do it,
Not Luton.
Luton are going to have 9 points this season.
Sheffield United are all over the place. Luton, I think, are going to get enough scrappy wins, unpredictable wins.
They had them like 10th or something, didn't they?
Yeah. But look, I just can't see where Sheffield United get a result at all. I just don't see how they're capable of getting anything. And I think that what they don't have, which I think is going to be crippling for the club, they don't have any expectation. They're almost not supposed to win. They're not set up to win. They're set up to go down. So they're on a hiding to nothing. Okay, what could come with that is a little bit of freedom, a liberty, and the players can play with, just total license to express themselves. But I think it's really risky, and I can see Sheffield United getting somewhere around that Derby County figure.
But not less, because all they have to do is win 4 games all season. All they have to do is win 3 and draw a few
That's
as
all
well.
Derby had to do. Yeah. That's all Malcolm Christie had to do.
Derby had
Paul Jewell
Paul Jewell and
Robbie Savage
and Kenny Miller and all that. So no, I think it's very hard to be that bad. That's how embarrassing Derby are. Now they're in League One and look where they are. So I think Sheffield United will get 15 to 20 points, which is more than.
I think Luton break the record, or at least equal it.
Okay.
It'll be very close to being broken this season.
Side,
though.
man.
I just can't see Luton getting the points that they want. And Boovy's whole thing is their stadium's crap, so people have a bad time there.
No, it's not. You completely misread
that's
my
the way
point.
you're looking at it.
No, you've
It is the way you're looking at it.
disregarded my point that I spent hours
the way
today
you're
formulating, typing on my laptop, 1,000-word
sculpting.
argument to distill. They're physical. They've got a fantastic manager. Some of their signings have been decent from the Championship. So I think they'll be far better than. I don't know why you're slagging them off.
Who is their manager?
Rob Edwards
Oh, is he there from Watford?
from Watford did well with Forest Green as well.
Number 3, can Brighton cope with keeping losing their stars? Now, I personally think they'll be all right. Their recruitment seems pretty good. They've got a good coach in De Zerbi who seems to attract players and then, improve them, get them better as well. And you look at the players that are still being left there. Even if Caicedo leaves, the likes of Buonanotte, I think he'll be getting even better this season. Evan Ferguson, I think he'll be unreal.
And Xisco.
Cisco, all these different players, I think coming through will always step into the place
Do you think
of
it's
those players
unsustainable?
that are gone. Maybe, because if you don't get 2 or 3 signings correct, then you're on a hiding to nothing. But I do think at the moment the players that are there are quite good.
But look at what they've done. They've lost their manager. They've brought in a better manager. They lose Cucurella, their player of the year. They bring in Estepinian, who's better. Whatever you throw at that club, Basuma goes. They're on to Caicedo. This is amazing, and the running of the club is exemplary. But surely you can't keep doing this, can you? You can't keep replacing the irreplaceable and creating irreplaceable
I think
players.
money talks, and I think eventually you have to just put money down for quality signings with experience. Eventually you do get caught out.
But they are showing that. They're signing Kudus from Ajax, and I think he's breaking their transfer record. So they are showing that they're intent on signing players, and they're happy to spend a little bit of money. I also think when you look at the fees that they're receiving now, if you're receiving £100 million, suddenly it makes sense for you to spend £50 million on a replacement, and you can dine at that part of the transfer market. So I think they'll be okay. And European football is a big one. It's if they lose that, then suddenly you probably are not attracting as top quality of a player. And while they've got Danny Welbeck, Brighton will be fine.
God.
Trust me.
Do you think the second season syndrome exists? All of last year's promoted teams stayed up. Bournemouth, Fulham, Nottingham Forest. How do you feel like they will get on this season?
It's mental though, because we did our predicted teams to go down and all that. None of us said any of those teams.
I think Boovy might have said Bournemouth.
I definitely
you said Bournemouth. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, Boovy. I always pay attention to you, Boovy.
Yeah, cheers, mate. And I hope second season syndrome hits them hard.
Why?
Why
do you hate Bournemouth?
A cold, windy day in Bournemouth on the seafront. Okay, like a seagull coming over and all that, nicking your chips. I hope they get relegated. I think it will hit them hard
Why do you hate Bournemouth? We have to settle this.
They sacked
What-
Gary
what
O'Neill.
do you
They shouldn't
mean?
be in the Premier League.
Why are you friends with him?
All I'm going to say is there are cities out there that deserve Premier
Is
League
Gary
football.
O'Neill from your manor?
Huh?
Do you know Gary O'Neill?
Is he from your manor?
No.
I like your loyalty to Gary O'Neill, but where's it born out of?
There are towns and cities that should and shouldn't be in the Premier League, and there are some that shouldn't
Bristol
be in
and
the.
Bournemouth are two.
No,
of them.
why am I talking? Am I talking about? I never. You said Bristol. I never said Bristol.
Mate, but-
Bournemouth are lucky to
mate,
be in the Premier League, and they
I-
sacked
I
their
want
loyal
part of
manager that took a big risk. He took the job and he kept them up. You know,
Hardly
It's-
loyal,
you
is
know
he?
Gary
'Cause if-
O'Neill?
If
Huh?
West
Do you
Ham
know
could
him?
call him. No, what do you know?
No,
I don't know.
Calm down, mate. I'm not the one fighting for him. Do you? What's his love
I
for
like
Gary O'Neill?
I like loyalty in football, and Gary O'Neill did beyond. The Lord's work for Bournemouth, keeping little old Bournemouth in the Premier League, and then they sack him.
Was he loyal?
Yeah,
He just went there and did his job.
they sacked the manager that he was working for, and he stayed there.
Do you
and
not
he did a
respect-
due
Shouldn't he have
diligent
been
job.
loyal to the geezer that got in the job in the first place and got sacked?
He did his job, lads, and then he
Hang on a
didn't
minute.
get trusted by the club.
Hanging about when your main man has been sacked. What's that say about you?
If you got sacked from the club, I would stay here and respect
If
your
I
name.
died, I could imagine
I'd
you
get-
trying to fly into Victoria.
I'd get. I'd keep a photo of you on the wall. I'd keep a photo of you on my wall as well. But yeah, I can't wait till Bournemouth get relegated.
So, to answer the question, does second season syndrome exist?
It will for Bournemouth. I think it will for Bournemouth.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It doesn't exist, but just for Bournemouth it does. And maybe if Rory knocks it on the head. Will all of last season's top 7 have their current manager at the end of it? Ooh,
No.
so what we're saying is, will Pep, Arteta,
No.
Ten Hag,
They will.
No, it's impossible.
Of course they will.
No, mate,
Zerbi, and
14
Emery.
managers. Last year, 14 managers sacked.
But that means that
Law of
odds are
average-
those
Yeah,
could
but okay.
survive.
So use the law of okay. Give me one there because I can't see a justifiable sacking there.
No, it's not
Arteta.
about justifiable.
Yeah.
It's not about justifiable.
Well, realistic then. Give me a realistic.
A realistic
sacking.
how?
Pep doesn't go.
How?
Klopp doesn't go.
Also, it
Ten
doesn't
Hag
say
doesn't
sack.
go.
I keep saying how, and you keep ignoring me.
Oh, Eddie Howe.
Yes.
For who?
What do you mean? What's wrong with you?
Give me
You're
one
right.
there. If you're
We thought it was a
prophesying,
question.
Are you
How?
okay?
Well, no, but I could give you. I gave you an answer about Bournemouth, Gary O'Neill. You can't give me any. It's all speculation.
Also,
You-
lads, it doesn't say will they get sacked. It says will they be there at the end of the
Okay,
season.
I'll give you
Because
another,
Zerbi could end
okay,
up
I'll
somewhere
give you
else.
another one. I'll give you another one. Does Zerbi gets a better job?
What's better than Brighton at the moment? For
Barcelona.
Barcelona don't sack Xavi for De Zerbi, do they? Be
Right.
realistic.
Can you
No,
not
have some-
see the
lads,
unpredictable
we're doing a
nature
Arteta
of
could get
football?
sacked.
We're doing a football podcast. Have some football understanding. Of course, Barcelona don't sign De Zerbi mid-season and replace him with Xavi.
Have you seen the state of Barcelona in the last couple of years, by the way?
Yeah, they're shocking.
Wait, can you honestly not see a world? The unpredictable, volatile nature of football management. You can't see a world where De Zerbi isn't at Brighton at the end of next season.
Also, like
I think
mad
he'll
things
stay for
can
another
happen.
year.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like
but
Klopp could
I
walk.
said that he could leave, and you were like, "It's
I
impossible.
think it's impossible.
It's impossible. It's
think it is.
impossible for De Zerbi to leave Brighton. It's impossible for Eddie Howe to leave Newcastle. Impossible."
Based on the reason that it is so tight for me is because I think Emery's got such a great job at Villa. So fine, I don't think he's been back so well. Brighton is completely made for De Zerbi. His brand of football, they love it there. And then you're thinking Eddie Howe, I think is way too early to sack him. And then the big four, United don't sack Ten Hag, Arteta, Pep, they all stay.
Is there not more pressure on the likes of? No, I don't think Ten Hag will be sacked, but I'm very biased towards him. I love him, but you look at Arteta, the amount of money he's spent, the pressure's going to crank up. Arsenal fans, look, we're speaking to people. Everyone's predicting them to. Not everyone. A lot of people are predicting them to win the league if they're not predicting City. Does that not bring pressure with it itself? If they are languishing 5th at Christmas, Arsenal fans start piping up. If Manchester United are languishing 6th, 7th, people start to talk. I wouldn't personally, but there's a lot of people that start talking about it. And those things bring pressure with themselves. There's a world where Klopp goes, I can't deal with this at Liverpool no more, and walks. I don't think Klopp will ever be sacked. But there's chances not. Like, football's crazy.
But mid-season, I just think it's hard.
Do you know?
How
Do you
could
know
be gone soon?
how? Look, I think that law of averages tells us that there will be turbulence in the top tier of managers. So we'll see how that all goes.
In at number 6, how many goals will Haaland get in the league?
15. 15.
We go in there again.
You know, 15.
Do it every year.
Yeah,
You'll get it right.
at some point, when he's 36, I'll be correct.
No, I think he scores 43
In the league?
Yeah, I think.
How many did he get
43.
last season?
35. If
I
someone
think
can fact
just
check me.
under that, 32.
Yeah, I think he'll get better and
Mate,
better.
breaking 30 goals in the Premier League for anyone is sensational.
Yeah.
Like, do you really think he breaks 40?
I think he scores hat-tricks against
the
Bournemouth,
thing, man.
Sheffield United, Luton, Wolves.
Yeah.
I think he scores so many
do that.
hat-tricks.
He does.
He's very good at
Forest.
and he goes on runs where it'll be like 4 hat-tricks in 6 games.
Yeah, he did at the
And
beginning of
all
last
of a
season,
sudden,
didn't he? Yeah.
he might not score in them other 2 games, but
Back-to-back
he's got
hat-tricks.
12 goals in 6 games. It's like, what?
Yeah, scored a great one against Man United, of course.
Don't remember it.
Okay, let's really work this out. How many goals?
I'm going
was he-
32. A little drop off, but still very good.
Yeah, 42 for me.
32 is so many. But you are 28, which is still amazing, by the way. Do you not think
It would be
that's
top goal scorer in most seasons.
Of course he would. Nicholas Anelka won the Golden Boot with 19.
Berbatov won it with 19 as well.
Yeah,
That 28 is me saying he's
Kevin
amazing.
Phillips is 26.
I don't think he's far off. I think he's a goal a game. I know I'm being ridiculous with 42, but
No,
I
you're
think
not.
he's a goal a game. He's
I don't think
a
you
goal
are
a
being
game player.
ridiculous. There's no.
But 28 would say that he drops off 10 games, 11 games he doesn't score in. I think he scores in basically every game in the Premier League.
Premier League
on average.
defences, if Premier League defence can limit him to 28 goals this season,
They've
that's a
done well.
success. And that is mental to say. But that's a success. And City might not win the league.
I think Harry Kane gets the Golden Boot, so I'm sticking with 28.
Right then, Super 6 have set us a challenge to get as many people in the club mini league by the 12th of August. The more people that join the league, the more money Super 6 are giving the winner of the club mini league in the opening round. Do you hear what we're saying here? If you're joining this league, get in that league, get there right now. Club 23 is the code. The more people we have, the bigger the prize is. And remember, this prize applies to the opening weekend. So if you jump in after the opening weekend's already started, you can't be winning it, mate. So get stuck in and get winning. And that don't even mean you have to get 6 correct. Because some of the people's predictions in our league, you got Boovy in there getting 1 point a week and that. You know what I mean? So you got a big chance of winning some money. And for every 50 people who join the league, the cash prize on offer for round 1 goes up by £10. So tell your mates, tell your colleagues, tell your mum, tell your dad, everyone you know to join the Club Super 6 Mini League.
Basically, if we can get 5,000 people in this league, which I think we can, we're already nearly on 2,000. So if we can get 5,000 people in this league, there will be a prize of £1,000.
And you know what? We had more than that last season.
How many did we have
So
last
all
season?
you lot that were in the league last season, get
How
in
many
there
did we
now.
Rejoin, lads. Come on,
Rejoin.
we're
You have
losing
to put the
pitch
code in
side.
again, though.
And remember, 5,000 of you join, which is possible. You know, we're already on nearly 2,000. So 5,000 of you join, there will be £1,000 prize for someone.
And
so
you know
it's
what?
really worth doing.
We'll be putting some stuff on the line this season as well. Us three will.
Come on, get in. Club 23.